Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Forgot to close my closet door. What's going on? YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. You lovely individuals who I chose to share this post with. How you doing? Just chilling. It's not quite 5:30 yet. I've got my 11-year-old traveling with me today. Yeah. Got my 11-year-old traveling with me, so I'm waiting for her to wake up. As I said in my last posting, in 2 days' time, we're coming into a brand new year. You know, I think about what I was doing. Excuse me. What I was doing last year around this time. Well, last year I was here. Nope. Let me take that lie back. I was at my mother's. I was at my mother's with my 3 children. Today? Yeah, I guess it would be today last year. Miserable. Miserable. You know, and it's funny, it's ironic. Today I'm going to my mother's because I got to pick up one of my kids. You know, and as I share with you all that watch my postings or that listen to me, you know, when you ask for advice or when I'm just sharing myself, you can't teach what you haven't been taught. Let me repeat that. You can't teach what you haven't been taught. I'm sitting here. I got the end of a tail I'm smoking on. You know, and I'm thinking about my experiences with marijuana. I was told growing up that marijuana was the gateway drug. Growing up, all I pretty much knew about drugs was what they taught us in home ec, sex ed, health. That was it. Marijuana, I mean, my dad smoked weed in front of me and my siblings, me and my brother, me and my step siblings. So, I mean, you know, in my mind, if you're doing it in front of your kids, it can't be all that bad. But growing up, you know, you hear stuff. Oh, marijuana is the gateway drug. Marijuana is the gateway drug. And then when you're 14, 15 years old and you're told that we have the drug dealers living in our basement. See, coming up, my brother and I were raised differently. And I know it's, you know, the sex thing. He was a boy, I was a girl, yada, yada, yada. But we were raised, sorry about that. We were raised differently. Um, I was my mother's first child. I was the first child. I was the first grandchild, the first great grand. So I mean, when somebody has a kid, like nowadays, like now in our time we live in now, someone has their first kid. Oh my goodness. You know, you're supposed to get excited. Yeah, in this day and age, it's like, yeah, you get excited. Ooh, I'm gonna be the godmama. Ooh, what you gonna name it? Ooh, baby shower. Ooh, 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 ooh. Unfortunately, we don't live in the time or the era of shotgun weddings, which is a good thing. Um, I say you can't teach what you haven't been taught. My mother had both her parents growing up. She had both her parents growing up. Um, my grandmother did not. She did not have both her parents growing up. She had her father and her grandmother. Um, I was not raised with both my parents. I was raised with my mother. And I don't want to say stepfather. I don't like the term step. I don't even know what you would call the man that raised me. I guess just the man that raised me, huh? Just looking back, people say I was a mean kid. I wasn't friendly. I stayed to myself. Um, I think back, to the man that raised me. And I remember asking him if I could call him daddy. And it's like I look at my life then and I look at my life now. And it's like, people said I was mean as a kid. I don't think it was mean. I think it was at that time being a child. I think I saw things adults couldn't or wouldn't see. And what makes it really bad, if I had that gift, I saw these spirits and people around me, meaning my family. I've heard stories through the years of how my great aunt Rosalind, my grandmother's baby sister, raised me. My grandmother raised me. Other aunts, my grandmother's other sisters raised me. But I rarely hear about my mother raising me. I rarely hear, oh, when you were this little, your mama, XYZ, 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 XYZ. I've never. And I'm not talking about a child. I'm not talking about a teenager. I'm talking about a baby. Not one, yeah, I hear her tell stories of, she says I was a roly-poly baby and I was potty trained by 9 months and I was doing this and I was doing that, but I think about my relationship with my children now. Especially my older two. And looking back, Mia, you up? And looking back on Dominique and Angel. Angel going into the foster care system. Me losing time with her. Dominique being born. Me having her with me until the state waited a week after her first birthday to take her from me. Only because I had one and not the other. And I think about, how I fought for my children. And, when I think about it, our children don't belong to us. My daughters, Dominique, my 13-year-old, my 11-year-old, my 8-year-old, they don't belong to me. God has given them to me on loan. On loan. What does that mean? He's giving them to me for a certain period of time. Mia! Let's go. You can lay back down once you get dressed. I just want your body washed and dressed, and then I leave alone. Thank you. I love you. Stop scratching. I know. It sucks. Get it up. I love you. Anyways. Yes. I know. I don't want to go either, but I got 2 daughters to pick up. Auntie Michelle wants to meet you because we got to cut this BS with your grandmother spreading rumors about you, and we're doing that today. So go get dressed. I love you. Go ahead. I know. Mommy is so mean. I know. Close your door. I don't want to hear the noise. So you get dressed. I know. She's miserable. Bless her heart. My mother spreading rumors about my 11-year-old. And because my mother wants to spread rumors about her, she has to go and prove to people that she's not the monster that my mother has said she is. She has to get up out of her nice warm bed and go prove to, hey, come on now. She has to get up out of her nice warm bed so she can prove to people she's not the monster her grandmother said she is. And she's spreading rumors that she says she is. Sucks, I know. But what can you do? But our children are on loan to us from God. Because he's going to want them back. He called Angelica home. I didn't send her home. He called her home. How did he do that? He took his spirit up out of her body and he called her. He took her spirit out of her body and called her home. I had nothing to do with that. Contrary to popular belief. She wasn't even in my care when she passed. Please don't make that noise. I'm begging you. Because I don't know what kind of day I'm going to have in front of me. I really don't. So I'm going to need you not to start that. I love you. And we're not going to make that noise. You might not see this woman again in life as long as you live. But we gonna cut that foolishness with her spreading rumors about you. Because you the only one she fuck with. And I already told you why. And I don't want to hear no more of them tears. So go clean your face. Wash your face. And you can lay back down. But we not about to have this. I know it's not fair. It's not fair. And come to first, we blocking her. We cutting contact with anybody with the last name Harvey. Okay? So suck it up. Put your big girl panties on and move it. It's not time to go right now, but you're slowing me up with the tears. Anyways. Our children don't belong to us. They're on loan from God. And that's you, me, whoever's watching this, if you got kids, if you have anything to do with kids, if you're a teacher, an educator, anything to do with kids, even if you sit up molesting kids, raping kids, killing kids, you're going to have to answer for everything that you've done regarding the life of that child or children. You're going to have to answer for that. Just like my mother is going to have to answer to spreading these rumors about my 11-year-old daughter. My baby should not have to get up, go out in the cold, go to people she don't even know house. Just so she can show people, hey, I'm not the monster my grandma is telling y'all I am. It sucks. But once again, you can't teach what you ain't been taught. My mother was taught how to be abusive. How to be a name caller. How to beat. I told you while we going, you crying is not changing that. Sorry. I'm sorry. And that ends today. Now cut it out. I know you don't, and it's too bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But she's spreading rumors about you, and I don't like it. So you have to go to people, show your face, and show them, hey, I'm not that monster my grandma keep telling people I am. So suck that up. Because I guarantee you if we was going somewhere else, it'd be a different story. So I'm going to need you to shut that up. Thank you. Go and lay down till it's time to go. Because I'm not changing my mind. I'm not. Because this ends today. Here it is. A woman then gave birth to 2 kids, right? Now, her favorite kid, her son, gang violence took him up out of here. 25 years ago. Gang violence. I could see here in points on my own body when they showed us his body, when we had to see his body, all the bullet holes that was in this boy's head. Why? He didn't have them all. What was he taught? Abuse. Disrespect women. I'm the king. I'm the man. And he's dead now. Gang violence. Because that's what his mama taught him. See, my mama didn't focus on raising me. She focused on raising her son. And that little boy dead now. Been dead a week after his 17th birthday. The boy looked 40. The boy looked 40. But he was taught that, and now he's gone. And so, you would think my mother would appreciate the fact that she had a kid living. Nope. I'm not the kid she raised, so. But you gonna take my kids and mess them up like that? Spread rumors about them? Talk about a child. Who does that? Oh, she's terrible. Oh, she curses at me. Oh, she makes faces at me. Oh, she's very disrespectful. You're not gonna do that with mine. You're not gonna do that with mine. And see, she gotta answer to God for that. She gotta answer to God for the abuse how she raised me. How she raised my brother. She's abusive. In the state of Michigan? Oh, trust and believe. Y'all gonna be seeing a whole lot more of this bitch next year. Because I'm going as far I'm going to Lansing. I don't care. But the state of Michigan give this woman a baby. Now, she not hitting her. She not pinching her. She's feeding her. She doing all that she needs to do. Why? Because the state is in her life. You ain't got no choice, boo. The state in your life. The state in your world. And as long as she got that baby, as long as the state is there, she not going to do nothing. But she is very neglectful. She is. I've watched her with my granddaughter. I'm so tempted to put a video, to put some kind of recording in her house. It's not even funny. Just so I can show the state, this is what she's doing. Nothing. Yeah, she feed her, she clothe her, she wash her up. But see, with my kids, I talk to my kids. I held my kids. I didn't rest with any of my kids. Guess what? I breastfed. So, hey, as I breastfed, I'm talking to my babies. I'm telling them how smart they gonna be, how bright they gonna be, how loved they are. I do that to my granddaughter, Selena Nicole. So when she see her grandma, her little itty bitty face light up, she grinning. She ain't got no dimples. But she grinning and she gets to talking and babbling, and it's like my grandma here. Bump. She's like, she look at my mama like, fuck you, bitch, my grandma here. And it hurts me every time I walk away from her because I know she's sitting right there waiting for me to come back. And that hurts me because she should be with me. If she not with her mama, she should be with me. But God. And see, this is why I stress God. This is why I share God. Because He makes a way for me. He blesses me. And mine. Me and mine. Nobody in my circle, I don't care who they are. Family, friend, foe, baby daddy. And COVID ain't touched nobody in my house. In my family. None of that. Because God has me covered. He got my people covered. He got my family covered. Well, that's it for my preaching this morning. Oh yeah, it's 5:44. You all have a wonderful Wednesday. 2 more days to the new year. Whoop whoop. Have a good one, folks.